Hello, this week we are studying the long vowel I sound. So anytime A says its name, I. So that's what we're going to be looking for today in this portion of our writing. So we have some pictures here that we're going to look at first, and then we're going to write what it is, and then we're going to match the words down at the bottom to the word and the picture. So first of all, got to write my name, of course. And who am I again? Who am I? Who am I? What? Who am I? Oh, yes, Miss Griggs. That's right. Thank you. All right, so let me write that up here in my neatest writing first. Ms. Griggs, thank you very much. Okay, so I am looking at different ways that I could write the long I sound. The one that we're going to be focusing on the most this week together, though, is just like last week how we did the A consonant and then the silent E, so it's going to be the same. I consonant and then the silent E. So it would be this spelling pattern. The I, a consonant, and then the silent E, or like I had showed you, it could be a consonant first, and then the I, and then another consonant, and then the silent E at the end of that. Okay? So that's mostly what we're going to be looking at. On this paper, we are going to see a few different ones, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Okay, so let's start with this. What number is this? Now remember, it is either going to begin with the long I sound, I saying its name, or it's going to have it somewhere in the middle, the I sound. Okay, so what number is that? Could it be the number 9? Do you hear that I sound in the middle? Nine, I. 9, I do. So I'm going to write 9, N, I, N, E. 9. Very good. All right. My next guy is sitting here. He's got a steering wheel in his hand, so he must be getting ready to drive, or he is a driver. So drive. Let's write drive. D, d, d. I, and then that silent E at the end. Very good. All right, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one, but it's a common word that we think of when we try to come up with words that start with that long I sound. This is a bit of land surrounded by water. It is called an island. Island. So we hear that I that it starts with. Then we got this sneaky little S that comes in there. I don't hear any S sound, but you know, it must have just wanted to come and hang out with the rest of the letters. Okay, island, land, island. Okay, this is something melting here. I see some water down at the bottom. This must be an ice cube. Ice. I, C, E. Sometimes that little C comes in and steals the S sound, especially if it's in front of an E. Ice. Okay. Next one, we have two little mouses, but we don't say mouses, we say mice. When it's more than one mouse, it is mice. So we hear that ice, mice. M-I-C-E. Same thing. If I cover that I have ice. You can see it there, that S sound for the C. Here is a man holding the hand of a little boy. That must be a dad and his child. We hear the I in the middle. Child. Ch. C-H says ch. Ild. Child. Okay, so now that we wrote them, we're going to match them together. So I'm going to go ahead and cut along this dotted line down at the bottom to make it a little easier for myself here. And you can do the same when you're doing it. And if you can't print it out, then you can just do what I did here. You can just write the words. Okay, so I'm going to match them quickly here, and then we're going to look for what makes the I sound in each word. Okay, so I am going to start with mice and ice, and I am going to just quickly tape them. Okay, here's my mice. So I'm going to match it up. M-I-C-E, M-I-C-E, mice. Let's take that there quickly. And ice is my next one that I have. So, oh, there's my ice. I-C-E, I-C-E. Right next to each other. Okay, ice, mice. Let's see which one I can get next. How about island? Do you see where the island is? Get it ready for me. The island. That was that tricky S that doesn't make any noise. I-S-L-A-N-D. Make sure they match. And I'm going to tape that up there. And my next one is child. Do you see the child? I do. The dad and the child. C-H-I-L-D. Child. And my last two words, I have the number 9, and then I have my man that is driving. So we have the word drive there. Okay. My 9, starting with my N, N-I-N-E, 9. And my last one, drive, drive. All right, let me grab that. And then are you ready to underline the I sound? What makes the I sound? Okay, so we are looking for the I, of course. Okay, it's going to always be there to help. So we have the I right there, and then that silent E that helps it out. Same thing on drive. I have my I and the silent E that tells it to say its name. Just like last week we were talking about the A and how the E doesn't say anything, but it yells over to that I. Hey, I, you need to say your name. And then it does. Okay, this is a tricky one. This is just a trickster. It's just the I by itself. Here we have this same spelling pattern, the I and the silent E. Same with mice. We have the I and the silent E. And then child is just in there by itself. It's just one of those ones that we have to remember. I'm always telling you guys that English is just a tricky language. There's a lot of rule breakers, and you know, we try to follow the rules as best we can. We learn them, but sometimes there's just a lot of letters that break the rules. So we just have to learn about those rule breakers and do the best that we can. All right, let's read our words again. 9, drive, island, ice, mice, and child. I hope you heard all that I sound, that long I sound, and I hope you made it with me. Okay, like I said, if you can print it out, just as usual, go ahead. If not, don't worry about it. You can just write the words and draw a picture to go with it, best you can. And if you can think of any other I words, go ahead and add them in there. And thank you